through the smoke in the mirror. Crazy how I see it so clear. Crazy how I see it so clear. And how you make me smile. And how you make me smile. Oh yeah. And how you make me smile. Oh baby, how you make me smile. Smile more when I see you. Smile less when I miss you. No, I don't wanna be
Alright.
alone.
I hear myself. Let me check it. Welcome, by the way. Yeah, that should be better. So, round number 3 today. I hope the music is not low. I got actually on my side. Let's do it like that, so I can concentrate a little bit better. Minecraft asset creation today again. So we are going to do a few more miscellaneous objects for the worlds. From the past few days, I realized on the survival server that I set up over the last 1 or 2 weeks. So basically, I'm hitting quite hard the peaks. Oh no. Anyway, so I started on the 15th. So this is outside this land. Help! Oh my god. However, we started on the 15th, the new survival server, and it is a good tool for me to see what works, what isn't big an issue, and gives me the time to basically research my own maps and see it in action. So, and also it's it's a community tool. So let me handle here the filters one more time. So we have the gain should be no version. That's fine. Do we have a noise gate? Noise gate. Default and compressor. So lifetime audio. So yeah, this shouldn't be really much in the reds anymore. I hope so. It's a basic one. For some reason I had a little bit of issues with the audio, so some of the parts of the OBS setup completely changed for some reason. I probably messed up. Anyway, we're gonna start in 1-2 minutes. Just check this. So yeah, this sounds fine, I guess. Audio info. All right. So yeah, as mentioned, we're gonna work on a few ideas. So I tried to do them yesterday, but I wasn't really able to finish them. Was really hardly fatigued, and probably would say I was a little bit overworked, but I don't see it that much. So I put a lot of focus on keeping myself not burning out and giving myself a lot of time off Minecraft so that this wouldn't happen. We can skip this lead. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so let me show you a few ideas that I want to recreate. So there are a few ones. There's a scarecrow, the wildlife storage. This was the signs that I wanted to place. So there would be like a copper wall, yeah, and then a few signs around. So this would be scattered around the world. And I had a few ideas like the tree trunks and places where bees can basically live. And there was another one. There were a few more custom ones. So like the idea that someone tried to create a wither but failed, and therefore would place a house in the wild with a little bit of loot and storage. The main goal is basically to create a few objects that have something like hay bales, food storage, essentials basically to survive, because this was actually quite tough on the first few days on my woods on the Geralt war. But yeah, let's so I guess so. Let me pull up the screenshot to the side, so just in case. If you wish to chat, we can do it today. The last few times I went full ahead and did no chat because I tried to stay focused and not get distracted. But I think so. I want to just try it out for today. The main thing that I have a trouble with streaming is I'm not really able to talk like 4 hours in a row. I'm not built for that. I'm most of the time sitting in my little room, quiet, without doing or saying anything, and then talking on a long strip of time without interaction with anyone else is quite hard. Anyway, so wildlife storage. So this can be go away. Oops. So we need to go one up, so that we have the base foundation. Probably even one more. So the idea for this one was, so first off, I want to have hay bales somewhere. And I want to have a little reason why the hay bales are in the wild, or why they are at least somewhere in this. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to integrate them. So we need, yep, this one needs to be moved at least 1 or 2 up. So let's get rid of one of this. And first thing that we need is stone, then grass, oops, various dirt forms. I could use rooted dirt, but the rooted dirt has issues with the current bedrock conversion. So I'm trying to avoid these for the moment. There we go. Then, oh yeah, let's build just the minimum. So first off, we need the base. So this. The reason why we have a stone base is if the terrain goes like a bit steeper, and the foundation would just sit on top of this, there is a check mark that can be enabled that would extend the foundation all the way down. So this would be filled, and this would be filled. Oops. In case the platform would sit on top of this. So this is the reason why we go for stone, because other materials look kind of meh. Anyway, we're in the middle of the day currently, so I'm not expecting too many people. Probably better. Most of the people are in school or at work. And this is so yeah, this is my work, but just wanted to just to do a little bit of the work here. Let's see. Also, just to have it a little bit smoother. probably need to extend it a little bit more. I wanted to keep it as small as possible so it would fit way more easily into the wild. Or we could also use this as a little way to basically think. One, oops, back. The key reason for keeping this as small as possible is it should fit way more often into the world, or should have way more opportunities to be spawned in, so that we have more chances to find those. Let's go for fences. This one, or we could also use the cobble. Now let's get rid of this. And definitely wood. Always forgetting these. Fence, we have this. Trapdoor is definitely those. So the key idea is to have like a little storage for the hay bales, or yeah, basically for the hay bales. In my area, if you go into the forest, you have over the winter you have these little small shelters for wildlife, and you can see that there is a food placed. Also something like hay. And this is what I'm trying to go for with this one. Just thinking of how we could do this. Slot. Yeah, something like this. Pretty simple, simply easy. Probably also need something for the drinking water that we can also use for people to get actually water. The waterlogging stuff won't work, so this was an issue with the temple. Waterlogging things wasn't really the case there. I don't think even waterlogging cauldrons would work. Not sure. Do this, zip there. Something along those lines. And then we could also minimize it. Ah, maybe. Or we could just to the side. These. Oh, it's gonna be hard. Question is, how much water can we insert into these? Should there only be one water source, or maybe two? So that it would make sense to actually find more water. There was something along those lines, and as soon as we have this finished here, we're also gonna basically make a few more alterations of this. Oh yeah, we could do the alteration with the cauldron actually. We could do this so, and then have like the hay bales in there, something like this. Make it a little bit more dirty. Okay. this grass will grow. That's not good. We could also, let me see, brown. We could use the powder actually as a complementary. So, remove those. This. That will work. If someone would find this in the world, this would give plenty of food actually. Just a little rounding. Question is no, there shouldn't be any. Okay. Let's go with the next one. The scarecrow. Oh yeah, I wanted to add little farms. Oops. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. And just have to fix this. Just wanted to do this. Yeah, that's fine. So scarecrows. I wanted to have something that would just easily fit into the world. Something like a little farm patch behind a wood fence or something like that. There are a few examples over there, and a few wild ones from the... well, you can see it over there. Technically we could copy them over? Maybe. We could technically copy them. And then just modify them? Yeah, would minify a little bit of work. Pause recording. And we're gonna use this one. The thing is, work smarter, not harder. Okay. And we're gonna set it from here. Yes. Yeah, let's start resuming again. This might look a little bit funky in the time lapse. The pumpkins, we're gonna do the pumpkins separately, so they have to move. Those. Yeah, the base should be something. Yeah, let's keep the base. Stack two. Move one down, -8, because I don't want to copy the air. Therefore we don't need these anymore here. This. That. This should work. I hope. And go. The stuff can also go. There we go. Oops. And then we're gonna just quickly reset with lands, let them just over time a little bit grow, and then we're gonna save this plot. Question should be, should there be light? Wooden fence. Let's go with like this. Never mind. This just to keep it. Yeah, the wood fence has to go. And then we would have the small patch in the wild that basically would appear. Would hopefully integrate more or less. The smaller the patches, the better. The better it would be integrated into the world. So let me just quickly update also the description because the Minecraft in-game is not set. There we go. Better. What else could we do? We have the hay bales. Like we could add these maybe. Something like this. So the goal is basically to have as many as possible of these opportunities to survive and find easy food. Because food isn't really the game or the thing about these worlds. And it's quite hard to survive in the worlds actually. And we can do an alteration of this one later. Let's place this one into the middle. And cap this off, so in case this goes to a cliff somewhere. Yeah, beautiful. Alright, could be this circle block bit over. Oops, that's the white, and this is the. Oh, I wanted to scarecrow. Scarecrow. Okay, then this one has to move. And that once scarecrow. Let's pause. Yeah, this should be here. So I don't have to redo it. Full. Yeah. It's pretty basic. It's just a few strings below the carpet. Then having the pumpkin on top. Pretty simple. The reason why I'm stopping and resuming the recordings is basically to not fuck up basically the recording, because every time you go out of the zone, this area unloads, and yeah, it's basically messy for the recording when you export it. So let's have a little bit of free area there. This. That could work. Yeah, that could work. Good day, everybody. I'm an American. Not really. I hope. I got the question a few times. So, in a previous work, I often worked with Americans. So they were a major impact for my accent, I hope. I like it when people think I'm American. But I'm not. What is this for? These things are basically, how should I describe it? So I make custom words, if you're not familiar with my channel. Something like, let me show you. Where is OBS? So if you go into the way channel, there on the left side, you can see a custom word, one of mine. And yeah, these are basically objects that go into those. And in the past few days, or since the 15th, I had a survival server that basically is played on one of those words. And we noticed a few issues that I'm trying to tackle now. So this is basically what we are doing today. And therefore we have now a few places to get food from. Water and food is especially the biggest problem, or had been the biggest problem. Technically it shouldn't be a problem, but I just wanted to make it a little bit more easier. So then we have the Pathfindings. Let's see how do we do those? First off, this again. Make this. So keep this clear. Cross it up. Yeah. Two. That should work. Then we need a wall. Well, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it a little bit bigger. So we can try to make it. So either the full wall with the cobblestone, and then something along the lines with design. This, and then we need wood. And same. Use this there. Or we could do like this, like a direction guidance. I think this could work. Yeah, something like this. And then slabs. Oops. I need to go through and do this. Mostly things. Perfectionist. I was one. I strived for the perfection once. But at some point, I had to realize that perfection didn't brought me anywhere. So I had a lot. So the perfection caused more problems for me than solving. So for now, is my mantra is more or less have it working and have it done. Because when you have something done, you can showcase it. And if it's not perfect, that's fine. You can work on it in the future. So that's at least my way of doing for the time now. And that's why you see so often words from me. Because I update them weekly. Technically, they would be. You could argue they're the same, but with different layouts, with different styles, and so on. But I keep changing so often things around that just updating the map itself once, or uploading it once, and updating it from there on, wouldn't. Yeah, it's how the way how the internet works is just different. New things are more interesting than updated ones. So we have. Does this work? I hope. We could do this. Then a little bit of. Where is it? There. We can add crosstalk also here too. Take this back. So have here the trampled path. Or the path? This. Let's remove this. And then this would be easily inserted into the world. Then what could we do? We could add a cauldron, maybe. But would this make sense? Things that could be at a Pathfinder. So we have something like let's make it like. Oh, there are no new glyphs. Oh, we could oh damn it. They're only coming in the 1.18. So in the 1.18 Minecraft added a new font from the Minecraft Dungeons, the pillager font basically. It's simple to the font in the crafting bench, but it's it's more sophisticated, I guess. I want to have it. No. And I think the size will be so easily converted. Something like this, and then when we look at it, it's looking like this. So we know, oh, there's something, but we just don't know what it's called. So this might guide people in a few directions. It wouldn't lead to anywhere, or it might be a coincidence that something like this would be done there. Yeah. Anything else we could add? Stone foundation, something like a wall, like a cobble wall. This. Now the top looks pretty heavy, actually. It looks really heavy. What if you do this? Could stand the time. A little bit easier, I would say. It doesn't feel right. This looks too weak. This looks a bit more confident. Should be a cauldron here, which could place it something like here, maybe. And then fill it with water. Is this one? Oh, they don't have MBG tags. Okay. This might be. So if they don't can contain the MBT tags, that means they can't hold the data for the water while they get maybe empty. Interesting. Anyway, okay. Let's go forward. A little campfire. So a little campfire. So the sign below is it doesn't matter. So we have here the line that we can see. And it goes above this, so the sign won't bother us. So the campfire was an idea to have a reason why resources are at a specific place. Let's try this. Make it again pretty small. Then have the center the campfire, and then around it little place. Campfire. Here. There. Bam. Outside is pretty white today. Should close the window. Locks. So we need something to sit on. Should there be something like this, or on a, or not like this? Should be a little bit different. Maybe a little bit more further out. Now we can just remove it. Add a little bit of this one here. Oh, we can get gravel. Right. It's gonna work. Maybe instead of the full blocks, we can use the stairs. We have a better indent. Oops. Looks kind of lovely. More or less. And then... do I have... Let me check my listings. Yes, loot chests. I once made a full list of all the loot chests that are available. So we have the villager. So we can do something like this. And then we have basically a chest full of specific goods. But this is not the one that I wanted to have. Eternal treasure, bastion, another shipwreck. Shipwreck supply. So we can just exchange here the last part and have something like this. Weird. Oh, this might be a good idea. Kinda, yes. Damn! This is some pretty good... Oh, this chest is pretty good, actually. I think I will go with it. So I will place it here on the outside, won't open it, and because otherwise, so if I would open it, I would set the loot, and if I just STRG and a mid mouse button, click it, we'll just copy it with the MBT data, and I can place it. So the loot keeps various or random, basically. Let's see, we could add something like this along the lines, and then guessed it, a cauldron. Kind of find out this one is a little bit too close. Stacked it. The thing is, I don't want to make it too big, because if this would, so if it would be placed like here's the center and here's the cliff, this would be fully extend all the way down. This won't look as great, I find. Good. Maybe do it like this. I don't want to make it bigger. McBaden makes it bigger. Never mind. Anything we could else add? Let me. This, that. Or could add sleeping places, so something like a sleeping bag. Room, and then dark carpet. Maybe white carpet. this makes sense. So something like a sleeping bag there. But this looks weird somehow. I don't know. Not quite sure about it. Ah. Do it. To remove this because I used it maybe too often because we have it already in the there we have it. Integrated into the villager camps. We can maybe do this. Lock go a little bit sideways. Empty this one. What else could we add? What else? So what do you need in the wild? You have like a storage, you have oh, the water pond. We could add water somehow. Good. Go ahead and add a little additional section. It would add water. Like this. This could work. Maybe. About the grass, I don't have to mind because the grass will be handled. Maybe this is maybe over top, but the grass will be handled mostly by wood painter. We could add special flowers. Make it like a hedge. Other leaves. Oak. And then have basically a lock beneath it. Yeah, the lock idea might work. Let's go with this and another lock, so the leaves wouldn't despawn. Okay. Will be out. Ah, that looks horrible. Anyway. Opinions in the chat? Opinions? Your opinion is questioned. Looking good, looking good. Okay, main entrance. No, minor entrance. Oh, yeah, that was an interesting one. So this one, we're gonna go all the way up. One of the updates that I wanted to do is I wanted to have a few more opportunities to receive ores. So I did it with, hope it's the right one. Yeah. These have now ores in them. So something like this, or a few ones should have. Back there, you can marginally see it. There's coal. Anyway, yep, I want to add more accessible resources on the surface. For this one will be funny. We're gonna add little drop down. So let's do it with cobble. Cobble. So we go all the way here. Or this will be funny to record in the in the time lapse. I think this will be a good idea. Then we have here the surface. I want to have these small little additions where you can just go down and easily go all the way down to the necessary level. Then I know what I can do. Go down. Ladder. I don't have to place it myself. 30. Then we could move it a little bit around technically. Move this portion. Move 2. Move 1. Oops. Go 1. Then having these small areas where people can go ahead and dig a little bit into the ground or at specific heights. This won't go all the way down to the bedrock level because it's only 48. That would maybe make a few things possible for people. Now we could maybe rotate a few ones. Catch. Rotate -90. Move this one maybe a little bit forward so that we would have easily access to this direction. This one. Nice. Be interesting. So I did something similar once. All the way over there. There is a specific little mineshaft that has a similar technique, but not so deeply sophisticated like this one. So this will be just a small one, but hopefully a nice one. Question is, will this be a good idea? Because if this drops all the way down to... So if this would range into a cave, how could we... I have to read. Maybe do an alternative with trapdoors and just a straight down. Yeah, because so the main thought that I have right now is if this would range into a mineshaft, could easily lead to weird. Yeah, it would just look weird. Imagine having here a cave and then, or a really huge cave, and then this going all the way straight through it. It could work if it's placed at the right spot. Could be looking pretty weird actually. Let's do this. And then add a little bit of the dirt. This. So now we have a little bit underground feeling, and all of these spaces will be done cleared out with air. so that the player has can go walk through. Just a little bit more. We could, if this would be, it's gonna be weird. There's no way around it if this is going to land in a cave. So there is, I would say there's an 80% chance that this wouldn't be a cave thing. Also, let me turn down a little bit of the music. I hope it's not too quiet. Should be better, I think. Anyway. I like the idea, but I don't like this version of it. Anyway, let's go. Alright, this one. And 10. 1. Minus A. Something along those lines. And also the question, how do we go forward? So this one, I don't want to have it all the way clear like this, so little variations. Remove this part. Yes. I have to let on this side, so this one has to be cleared out. Ladder. Yes. Let's go. So we are clear to the top. Nice. Then we can maybe go ahead and move this a little bit down. Right. So we have at the top here a little bit of clear space to work with. Also, we need to cover this quite a lot. Because we can't really extend all the way. We can. Damn it. I'm all out of words. No. The word battery is dead. Yeah, so let's do this. So also the music is not my favorite choice right now. Let me. You're welcome. So we have this little one, maybe a little bit onto the ground, and we have the surface level here right now. Yeah, going to cover all of this. Then we're gonna get one chest. We add this. We could add a little bit of water. Big thing that might impact this. Oh, I know what we can do. means not exactly what I wanted to do. This. Get this all the way down. And then on it, I have like a cauldron that moves up all dirt and stuff. Like this. And then here. So we go out, 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 out. Wood. Log. Not there. Nope. Rip. Again, something similar. We have like a little wood shack that would just be placed in the woods then. We have this here. Then on this line, so we have a little bit of variation in the walls. And this. And then around this little building, we're gonna place a few ores. We like them. Just a little stash. It should be a good start for people. But shouldn't be too much to be abused, I think. I hope. Hello. Making what? Yeah, we are making currently a few miscellaneous assets to integrate into the walls. The focus with this one is to add these basically into the world to have an easier way to survive on the first few days. So this is technically the goal currently. So if I show you, OBS, where are you? There. On the left side, you can see I do. If you're not familiar with me, you can see that I do like custom maps, and in these I want to place these objects that I'm currently creating. And on the past few days, I noticed that a few people had troubles finding resources like food and water. So this is what this is about: giving people a chance to find resources without dying on the first night. Basically, making the first night experience a little bit more comfortable. Might not add really to the hardcore vibes for some people, but it's okay. So like this, and this now, and what I wanted to create is like a little mine shaft. It goes all the way down. So we're gonna cover it in stone in a second. See, how could we? Might be tough. Here and there. Not sure how to handle this. Oh, I remember. But yeah, I want to place a few ores, stuff to eat, and something like this. And this is just basically preparing all of this, all of the assets currently, to be implemented then into the world. So where is it? Yeah. The grindstone. And then I need to lift it a little bit. Up. Zip. And the fence. Damn it. Zip. So we had here this little string that we can pull to get the quadrant enough. Would be the idea. Might need. Also might need to add a little bit of surrounding so we can store all doors someplace. Also can replace the outside with a little bit of gravel. Yeah, zip, zip. I'm not quite happy with this design. Might need to redo it. We can maybe change the foundation. And then add the iron ores. And oh. Yeah, it's fine. I don't want to overdo it. With the design, you probably will have better designs than me, but it's reward. And then if we go ahead, we can. Oops. And then later on, go just basically in here. This. Then go into the next one. See, oh, there it goes down. Then we have more spaces to go down. Is it basically it's just a faster drop down to get to the resource level. And it's fitting. Nice. And now we only need to add a little bit of stone. Need to add this. Is there a way to expand it without any losses? Oh, music. We can be skipped. Deck. 10. Save. And copying the chain. So technically this is just a little addition so that I can insert these buildings way more easier into the world. The thing is why I'm not covering all of it is this will be just a place on the surface. So we have this one, and if it's on a cliff, it can be inserted a little bit deeper into the ground. Then we just place it on a ground level like here. And if it's on a cliff, and it goes like back all the way down to here, yeah, then it will be just basically covered by stone. Here we can make it a little bit more pretty. this. So this shouldn't hopefully impact too much the surrounding. Oh, I wanted to add gravel. Gravel. Damn it. There we go. Oops. I can add a gravel pile on this side maybe. That would make sense. I like when the buildings and the structures have a little bit of context surrounding them. Kind of hard to make them, because you're pretty limited in space. But just the little touch that makes it. Yeah, could work. In case this would be placed somewhere at the edge, this would be looking a little bit pretty. Yeah. And then the rest will be filled with lapis blocks, and then basically turned into Campfire. The Campfire will be then replacing the underground. So this will be version 1, and we can go further to the next one. This will be the little... we have this one. Technically we could just copy it. Looks okay. Oops. There we go. And need to copy and use the right blocks. Damn it. This one won't need that much space actually. And it's pretty easy to make. Paste. So we have the wheels out of copper then. We have some food storage. We have then a little loot chest. It should work. Oh, okay. Let me stick it one more up. Actually, 2 more up. Peace. We have the brown cover and one more layer of stone. Oh, technically 2 layers. Here we go. Be replaced. That's it. So we can also alterate then the colors. Maybe make it a little bit bigger in a different version. So we're gonna go only with the ideas currently, and then I will make a second row. We have here the first row and then the second row with all the alterations. Anything I want to change? No. This would be also fine and a good idea, because if it's out there in the wild, we can also have it in the town center, and this would be a little bit of connection between the worlds and the items in it. That's right. Then the next one, the food tree and the melons. I remember. Oh, this will be exciting. There. There. Oh, street racing outside. I love it. On little scooters. The food tree. Yeah, it's a basic tree. But this tree we can make a little bit more special actually. Maybe this would be quite fun. Center? Where's my center? Not sure if I want to keep it like this. I should just make a circle. Cylinder. And 1, 3. It's better. And then we can plant our tree. So we can first off we'll go with wood, and then we will replace it to logs. That's also something that I need to update with my current trees. They're kind of a mixed type currently. That's not something that I'm looking forward to. So it's kind of weird when you just basically chop these down and then you have these logs, which wouldn't make sense anyway. Look out. Hello. So, what kind of tree do we want to make? I have a few inspiration pictures. Is there anything in it that I would like to try out? No, most of them are Savannah builds, custom trees. Not really. So, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the maximum that I want to go for. This seems like we need to make it a little bit bigger. And then, so when you are in Minecraft, you can reach maximum the 7th block. You have a reach of 6 blocks. Your body is too high, so hand is on the 2nd height. This means I can reach a 7 block there, but not the 8. So for the 8, I would have to jump onto 1 block, and this is mostly common for most people. So let's keep this in mind. Then, what kind of tree do we want to make? First off, let's go for the roots. The roots will be also removed from the next few updates of maps, because it's too inconvenient to remove all the pockets that are created by the roots when you chop down the tree. So this one will be an exception because it's a special tree. Let's do this. And then there. Make it a little bit more chunky. Yeah, there we go. From here on, we can decide what type of tree it should become. Could make a willow. We could make like a big oak tree. So let's go with this one. Don't worry, I will replace the blocks in a second. Yes. Don't worry. And then I'm gonna add like a little like a little bow like a little chin, more or less, and make it just basically curved. And not for everybody, or yeah, we can cut this one. And this one we'll just, yeah, we can do it like this. This one, it shouldn't get too chunky. Okay. It shouldn't be too massive actually. I don't want to have it too heavy actually. So far, remove the corners to gain a little bit of lightness. And we can do this. From here on, we can actually place the leaves. Push here to oak. Leaves and lowering azalea leaf. Oops. 0. Okay. One more thing. Add rockets. Now we remove a few of those blocks, just to get rid of a few certain characteristics of the brush. Because if you are using Worded for more than 10 years, you will notice. it's funny. However. Yeah, Azalea leaves, I don't know, I don't think they will convert over to Bedrock at the time with the amulet converter, or with the amulet program. This could be a problem. Seems also pretty chunky actually. Not sure about that. Maybe we should like do it like this. So it would just lean over to this side more or less. And strengthen this side. Raise this. Yeah. I don't know. That's better. Not a lot bad. It's better. It's a pretty basic tree, I guess. Could be chopped downable. Actually, can we reach every single lock? Most of the locks? So if you hop on here, we should be able to reach most of the locks. These ones are covered, so this is fine. This one might be a little problem. Anyway, which one was the plan? Melons. Oops. Oh, then we need like a water source. Water. And then farmland. Technically, I could just crop the field, but I think this is working too. Mm. Can we add some of the moss? Now some bone meal. Well, kind of. So the melons would grow then at the specifics. Now we could remove this one. It's fine. The grass will be replaced on. The carpets can go. Not sure about the carpets. The carpets are technically a great addition, but not for the nature I find. At least in my opinion. Give this a little row. Give this a little row. Now we have our root tree. Oops. Get this more down. Well, technically, we could also add rooted dirt on this location. Beneath all of this, some of the rooted dirt, so it wouldn't be directly at the top where it could be just too visible, maybe for the bedrock players. So this would be covered. The main problem that I see is when you have these things, the rooted dirt, apparently, they don't convert quite easily for some reason. Let's do it like this. They convert. Yeah, it's fine. Ooh. Ooh. This is a hot call. Gonna have to reduce it. Let's stay in the bounds, otherwise this will get ugly. Not gonna be ugly anyway. Lol. But more in the sense of it's fitting into the bounds. I have a few, there are a few builds that overlap with the outside, especially on the mega oaks for some reason. I had fixed them, but for some reason World Painter still caught on the old ones. Could take a look after this on them. Yeah, it's coming along. Kinda starts to get more like a willow tree. It's fine, I guess. Or we can what we can add. The lichen is now one of the blocks that naturally spawn and can be used as lighting. Maybe you can add a few of those into these, so the tree would glow at night. Yes, that looks like a nice idea. And remove this layer. It's fine when the leaves are on, as long as they don't look flat. They're just not allowed to be flat, basically. So this trunk has one, this one has one. This one has one too. And then we have everything covered. Looking good. Oh, Sally. Hey. What about like block? What? What block you're talking about? Anyway, B trunk, B rock. Trunk. Um. So. Grass. Thank you. Lights. The lights would be provided by the lichen. So these produce lights. They are used in the caves in order to produce lights on the top of the roof, or at the cave roof, basically. +1. Still replace oak. Wood to oak. Lock. There we go. Might be not pretty enough for the builders, because now the trunk itself, or the inside, is exposed. But I find this makes a little bit more sense. So the trunk. Which one I'm gonna do it first? Laying or staying? This is not a question. Which would be so, and let's try the standing first. The inside a little bit taller. Kind of works, more or less. Nah. Not round enough and not enough space inside. I don't want to make it too big. By the way, Sally, how are you doing? How was the weekend? Also, I got a few new ideas for the survival server, what we could do. But I need to look into Blockbench, I guess, how to do them. It's not pretty complicated. It's most of them are just cosmetics that I have in mind. Add some this. Especially hats. I want to do hats. This could be quite fun for the survival server, I find. There's actually a texture pack that I have right now that I want to I can show you. Pause recording. Options. Source packs. Which one was it? More heads. Yes. Ah, great. So now if I... Oh yeah, now you can see all of the different ones. And this one is possible. I once recently made also a little kind of joke, but it didn't really turn out pretty well with all of these hats. Pretty much anything is doable, indeed. Zip. Not quite sure about this. It's kind of too big. Let's move this side. And make this round. This. And that makes more sense. Beehive. And there's one inside there, and we would have the bees around the world. The bees. In the blog bench, I haven't really looked at it that much. I think I have it downloaded. Check. Blog bench. Maybe downloaded but not installed. I have Minecraft Notebook Studio. Do music, but maybe at a different time. This one. That's not looking good. Like this. Kind of easy to work with. Takes some time to get used to it. I can't write when I'm waking up, sorry. No problems. For me, it's the other way around. I can't talk when I'm like dreaming. Probably half of my grammar is purely incorrect. But anyways, this don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe do it something like this, and one surrounding, and then surrounding this one, and rising this. Maybe, please work. It doesn't work. No. Maybe not raising the outside, but the inside. Kinda. Yeah. Your grandma's good. Hey! Yay! That is better, yeah. Then inside there would be the bees. Oh no. Oh no! I didn't go. Nah, damn it. Anyways, bees. Somewhere here, bees. Where are my bees? Ah, they're not. Damn it. Oh, there is a phone. 1 second. And so, let me get a quick little drink. All right. So we have the farms. This one, the little camp, this one. Yeah. The cart, melon tree, the tree trunk, but I need to a few more of those. Oh, the with experiment house. That's gonna be a fun one. Oh, moss. I need to add moss. Moss. Those. Oops. Kind of. It's fine. So only there was only on one side, then there's on the other. Yep. Might be too much. Yeah, that's no. Alright. So the bees we can insert them later. Should there be iron ores? No, this one is. I think this should be focused on the bees. Okay. The river experiment. So okay, this one was an idea that I had. So it's also the last one for this section for now. So currently I have the idea that there should be like, how should I describe it? The idea is that someone tried to summon the wither but completely failed, and therefore we get to see what they tried to do, but don't get the wither heads directly. So we're gonna add a few custom heads, or basically the skeleton heads, but with so basically the wither basement, but without the wither heads. I could set this up. Never mind. And zip. Oops. Let's go. Zip. Stack to, let's say 3. Oh. Never mind. What I'm doing. It is. Stack 3 up. Here we go. This one can go. Alright. So, the wither test. So the idea is, let's run a few G's because I need them later. Right, be gone. It's a fun idea. It's not implementing the weather itself, but it's so sad. So I want to have like a little story in these little worlds sometimes. So the idea is that two people try to summon the wither. Yeah. Yes, had zombie head, creeper head. What's about the skeleton? A skull. Ah, it's the skull. So they tried to do it with them, but it failed. And then there would be like a little story time somewhere. Is at least the thought or the idea. Undo! 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 Never mind. I know why it didn't work. Damn it! Okay, let's give maybe can we do an andesite floor? And on top of this would be then a little house, basically. So we place something like at the beginning, or here, for the mining shaft. And we would have done this little mining facility. Also, since a few people have joined so far, let me show you what we did so far. So the base goal for today is to have like, let me show you. We have these custom worlds here on the left side, and all of these kind of like the survivability in the first few days. So on a Minecraft server that we started a week ago, we noticed that quite a lot of people had issues surviving the first few days, finding food or something like that. And I want to make it a little bit easier, a little bit more comfortable. So this is what this is about. So we add a little bit more, we add little objects and little things into the world that basically make it easier to farm, just to collect these things, find loot with food, or have basically easier access to mining resources. This one, yeah, this will be definitely implemented. It's just 3 or 4 iron and a little bit of coal, but then also the access down to the underworld. And this will be also, since we have here this big row, we'll do a few alterations, so maybe 2 or 3, and then have all of these included into the next map. Technically, I wanted to release today the next map, but I didn't made it fully finished. What I tried yesterday. Oh, where did I place it? So I updated a few of the villages, and I wanted to update a few of those trees behind there. So this is gonna be the next task. Fun fact, you can always do a stack free and just look up. Indeed, I knew this, yes. So we have this. Then we need more skulls. Skull. Then chains. So the people try to basically hold the river back, more or less. They will be chained to this location. Then we need, oops, something to go up. Zip, 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 zip. And then up here we will place a little house. Then we need down here a little table set. Something like a little experiment. Also a cauldron. Also, if you see a cauldron, it's always sketchy. Just the rule. Table. Either with a slab. I don't want to do it with the styling. Because I want to have people to be basically in the world and have the urge to create the things they want to do themselves, basically, or update the current status. There. We can also maybe add this little storage. So okay, this one goes up. Barrel. Oh, bars. Bars are maybe a good idea. Maybe if we would extend this a little bit. This could be funny. 1, course, we would also add a little bit of loot. Check. We're gonna add chambers. Ah, damn it. Gonna stick to the weather. Not cool. Maybe you have to even expand it even more. Wood block. Oh yeah, the containers, something like that. So then we had like this, something along these lines. And then this, like a support beam, would just go across the room. And this would be done. Somewhere we need an entrance, maybe. Maybe we need to even extend it a bit more. Try to update it with World Edit. Huh? What do you want to update with World Edit? So let me move the window a little bit around. So I have to. If you set World Edit with, if you set with World Edit, it might not connect. Oh, right. Indeed, you are right. There's this one then. This. So yeah, this can be disconnected. You're right. So that the block won't update. This is similar to so the original idea from this came from the Minecraft igloos. The Minecraft igloos have, if you go into them, they have this little basement, and they teach the player how to cure a villager. Actually, that's something we could also implement in a different form. Would be definitely funny. So then we can basically cover this up. Zip. Or maybe we probably need light. Lantern. Oh, no. Candles. Candles are pretty rare, actually, in my world. They are available, but pretty rare. One of those, and then we have this one as a display. Yeah, that works. I like it. The iron bar, not just an iron bar. Yeah, it works. So I basically use the replace rebel command. What we can also. So it's not clean. Hey. If you want to, we could custom look with a haze custom look with chance to get a wither skull. Yeah, this would be a custom data pack thing then. Not sure if I want to do too much custom stuff. So the current, I have a few ideas for the server in the future. First one would be, of course, then the customizations of hats or something like clothes, so that the you could change the appearance of the stuff that you're wearing, especially that you can use with the colored what is it? With leather stuff. Here, you can color these and then rename them maybe. And then add custom stuff. This would be an idea that I would like to try in a few days if I have the time. Stairs. And slab. But yeah, custom loot is the thing with custom loot is that if someone makes an error in the data pack, the data pack doesn't work anymore. And if Minecraft changes along the lines something, then doesn't work anymore. I'm quite hesitant to make these changes to custom loot packs actually. So therefore I currently go for the vanilla loot packs. Maybe I should also cover this up the top. Not sure. That's how I did it with my bench. Indeed, indeed. The bench that you did, was it also a string? Or how was this? Or which block was used basically? And yeah. No, this haven't changed ever. Also, it is easy to create with a program. Indeed, yeah. So, can I add a floor? And the basic wood would work. Go. And then this is quite big actually. Ground floor, then wall. So I actually need windows. Windows there. Fence. From here. Slap. How did I move the dimension? No, does it have? Oh yeah. Already read your answer. Be pretty simple as like the witch farm or with the witches. I might interchange this with the normal look. With the normal wood, I mean. Yeah, that's better. Just getting your basic roof. And oops, no. This again. And from here on we can customize it a little bit further. So what could we do? I don't like that the wood is sticking out there so much. Has no purpose, and if it's on the outside, it's meh. Grass on the outside definitely. Oh. Okay, we need to do the entrance on this side. This is the problem. I didn't realize. Okay, this needs to be moved in. Otherwise this won't work, in my view. One. This also needs to be moved. One. Zip. is this? Carpet. I'll cover this up. And then we can... On the carpet you can go down, I think. Or should be able. Let me check. Survival. Isn't this possible anymore? Oh no, this was only snow, right. Creative. No, this was the one that you can go through. But it won't be... How did you do it on the server? Interesting. On the PMC server they had, at the spawn they have a little location where you can go through the ground, technically. And I wanted to have this lit up. So this is burning. Question is if people would if people would figure out that there is something like this beneath. Might also add another, or might raise the house a little bit. So we can also add the floor. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Zip. Up. Pour carpet. Birch. So I'm gonna introduce a new wood type into this building because I want to have separation between the walls and all of the surroundings. This. Yeah. It could be done. Whoops. Yeah, this will work. But I need this maybe later. I mean, how could we cover it? How about a lectern? Nah, kinda, but it's too much. Can't see through it. You can't notice that there is something beneath it. Or people go in, steal the thing, steal this, and get to access this. If it would be in the wild. Question is, that was with scaffolding, alright. Maybe with scaffolding? Question is if scaffolding can be exported to Word Painter. Haven't tried it actually, never tested it. So this can definitely go over it, and too fat or too light can get through. So it was the snow, yeah. Can go through carpet. Snow. Something like this, and then you can go through. Carpet, white carpet. Now this might be too obvious. With one of the chests there, you could see that there is something, and if you would loot the chest, you might get access to it. But letters. Oh no. I just wanted to go ahead and pause the recording. What did I do? I had already hit pause and all the build is not safe. I should give more attention. With this one you could also see that there's something beneath. You could add like a little tail there. Something like this there. Doesn't make much sense. It's not too. Oh, wait up. Okay. How could this be roofed? Okay, first off, we can add a little bit of ceiling height. Maybe I should reduce the building size because it feels odd. So it would be a little bit smaller. I'm probably going to extend it in a second again, but it's okay for now. We would have this, we would notice, oh, there's something beneath there, but this is now floating. Cool. Carpet. Maybe brown carpet could be boring enough to make it not visible. Something like this, and then we add the chair. There. A trapdoor. Oh, trapdoor. Yeah, trapdoor could kind of work. Yo, well, Yeah, you could add the trapdoor there. It wouldn't be. Yeah, it would work, but when you try to go out, you have to. What? Oh yeah, you go onto this building and then you can. Okay, never mind. Yeah, this could work. Oops. Question would be, what kind of stuff should we add? We have the This is technically the ship supply chest, but it fits perfectly into so many buildings. So, and I will keep it with the trapdoor. Trapdoor is a good idea. Speaking of, need windows. For windows, this is not a perfect height. Damn it. Fence is the thing I'm looking for. Color. Yeah. I know. What kind of chest should we implement? Dungeon chest or? Well, do I have? Let me check on my blog post. We have the shipwreck. We have simple dungeon. Or the simple dungeon would be. One bonus simple. Yeah, the simple dungeon chest would be maybe a good idea. Oops. Yeah, this one and. This one. And with this, we have the simple dungeon. And with this we have the supply. Supply? That's not supply. LOL! I didn't know that you can get TNT from a loot chest. That was new to me. Okay. Should I replace it with barrels or with chests? I'm gonna keep it like this. So we have these two supply things down there. People can get in here, and one more torch. Okay, first thought, oh, there's nothing in here. I go out, and the people that go check out this, oh, there's a trapdoor, and then they find more. That's good. Door. This needs a door. This, that too. It's a pretty unseamable building, I would say. You might get issues when it gets implemented into the ground and it sits directly on a cliff. Then it might have problems. Or we can also rectify this maybe. Add a little overstep. We have here a little wiggle room. Hey, that works. More or less. Get rid of this. Don't mind. Gonna change totally. Never been really satisfied with the build. Hooray! Just as a side note, I know this is not the prettiest build that you will see ever. I'm fully aware of it. The thing about this build is basically to have a seemingly untouched building, or a building that doesn't really matter to anyone in the world around the spot, where you don't feel guilty to either replace it or to destroy it. That's at least the idea. And this is the reason why it's so... it's not the prettiest. Because there can be... pretty sure there can be done a lot to it. But the idea is behind it. So... which chest was... supply chest? No, this was dungeon. This was the supply chest. Question is, where can we place the supply chests more? So we have one here. We could technically add one more into this. Then this one also needs to, so this one had a completely different one from the library actually in it. This has the bees. This has some supply and some surprise. It looks okay. Any suggestions in the chat? What else we should make? So the idea behind all of this is, of course, to have small assets and small points in our world. So these will be placed everywhere. So they have the chance to spawn in oak forests, in basically every biome that you can imagine. And the goal is basically to have small spots where you can gather food and water or little resources that you can use to get through the world for your first few days. That's at least the idea. So, any ideas in the chat? More or less? But just to, if you're new here, also, this might be where is it? This is what we are talking about. So in these worlds, this would be placed directly. So we have then different sections of the world where we can place different things. And this would be just a major thing that would be placed around. And we could play. Oh yeah, at the. Let me see, for the desert we could maybe add a little abandoned fountain. This would be maybe another idea. For the rivers, don't have anything there yet. On the beaches, I have a few more ideas. Deserts. Yeah, definitely fountains or wells would be done. The wells would be definitely necessary. Okay, let's try the well. Technically, we have whales, like this one here. We have a few more for the other hills. Oh, there's one technically. So this would be probably one of the whales that would be placed in around the world. We could technically use this also too. This is kind of saved from image. Maybe we would have to replace it a little bit. Also a natural way to place wells. What could it be? From my surroundings, I know that there are a few points that where you can get from the mountains a little bit of fresh water, more or less, from small streams. Let me get this one. Plus one. So we get this one and modify it in heavily. Here. But place it in as a random location thing around the world. Also, hey, it's player Un. Oops, I just flew over it. Yeah. Pace. Okay. 20. So this one has, I think, yeah, it has a special room. So this one would have to be removed. Oh, it's even the one with the chest. Zip. There we go. So let me try a new design. So we have the public well, or the nature wells. Question is, how could we do a nature well? A well that is dedicated by nature. We could raise the water level. We can also slim this a little bit down. You might not need all of it. Zip. Then add a little bit to the top where we later on place stuff on. Grass. And along this line. Maybe like this. Question would be, what else could we do to this? So we have the stone. We could do maybe like a little overhang. Like a little grove. Then slabs. So to make it just a little bit smoother. A thing that I try to avoid is having nature combined with the slabs, because technically you should be able to craft the slabs yourself. So placing yourself the slabs would be a violation of my great lines. Stretching the limits. This question would be, then if you would make it a nature pond, you need to replace the cobble. Definitely add it. Cobble needs to go. I'm not sure about the maybe not completely, because the cobble kind of serves the function together with the mossy. Kind of gets tricky. Hard to tell what to do. What about something like a canute? Canute? Oh, like a underground cave, or like a grove. Canutes, essentially large sinkholes or caves, usually found in sedimentary limestone rock that have filled with cool, clear groundwater and rainwater over time. Through the Yucatan Peninsula, thousands of canutes have become popular. Oh, nice. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a good one. Might be a little bit too big for these small 15-inch things. Could write it maybe down. Salute. And then also we're gonna write it down in my little file for ideas. Note. How did I call it? Damn it, I forgot. Ah, never mind. Okay. And this rubber, I guess. Maybe more moss. But just maybe. Yeah, that has to work. Kind of. I don't like this section now. Damn it. Should it be like this? It's just, so much square. This feels not really natural. Yep, however. Alright. Gonna stay, or let it stay for this now. Till I get a different idea. So we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new objects that are the base version, and then we're gonna do a few alterations of them. But yeah, I noticed that my voice is starting to crack apart. So probably doing this now then off stream. And the stream has already gone 2.5 hours. Yeah, so I guess I call it a day. Thanks for being part. If you skipped all along and just started watching now, just as a quick recap, we made these assets to make life a little bit easier to survive on the next few worlds. They hold on to a few little things like supplies, especially food sources like hay, these wheat fields, and get more access to water or more local storage, more access to local water, because the water is actually pretty far away sometimes for people. Melons and pumpkins should be then implemented with these trees. So we would have, oh, this is gonna be so. So we're gonna have the pumpkins in a way that would be kind of nice to be implemented. Also, it would be fine with these wonderful things. Then the bees, of course, they will have also a place in future trunks. So we're gonna do a few more variations of those. And then the process. And then we have the last few things where you can basically find a few little secrets, more loot, a little side gag, more or less, and more water. That will be hopefully pretty easy to make survival possible. Anyways, this was a good stream, good progress. Gonna do now a few variations of these. And then, yep, call it a day. So, thanks for watching. I wish everybody a wonderful day. And take care. See you till the next time.